right now.
All right. Well,
Thanks,
then with this being the start of the recording, I'm going to say welcome everyone to the next episode of T-Force RPG.
Yeah,
it's
welcome.
a long story.
Welcome to me while I fucking mash this beautiful ice cream. You're going to have to hear my lips smacking the whole goddamn time. Fuck you guys.
God damn it. Anyways, so we are back to being kind of the podcast because unfortunately Satao had to stop doing his, and we're going to throw whatever audio we get together. So it may not be the best quality, but let's face it, you don't tune into us for the quality. Let's be real. It's for the fuckwittery. So we're back again, episode 33 now of our enjoyable story with these lovable bunch of hooligans. We'll be introducing a new cast member tonight. We're also not streaming live due to some...
Our new cast member is a little girl.
I feel like we could figure out a way to make a character that Syndra could play.
She's going to be role-playing my
It's going to
work on that.
It'll be the equivalent of that little rat that I have. What is his name?
Derek?
That's the one. I forgot
You don't even
all
know
about
your
him.
own rat's name.
Hey, you know what? I haven't been around for like 3 or 4 weeks, so you can't fucking talk shit to me.
I know my
right now.
owlbear's name at least. Jeez.
You named all of your undead. Anyways, so we're back again, and we're going to do this. It won't be every week. We'll do it as often as we freaking can because our lives are weird and complicated, and we don't have Kargan tonight, who we pretty certain just is sleeping through this right now.
He's a busy boy.
So we'll have to immediately apologize to Leftino, who is and Darth McCool, who always tune in live and make sure that's known that we're not live tonight. Sorry. But we're still recording it, and we'll be getting this back onto the iTunes feed and everything. So where we last left off in the previous episode was the group had gathered information about the Greyfollow family and the estate and what may have possibly happened. There was some weird moments with Kargan and Futnug being at this highly provocative bar, and there was a confessional booth, and it's interesting. Venrus talked to his goddess again and nearly went insane while Andolus watched him and rolled his eyes. Kira spent the entire episode off screen. Yes, wave for the camera, Chira. Wave for the camera.
I have no idea what I was doing the whole time, so I'm...
the answer was Tristan. Anyways.
Good for me.
So, where is lost off is the party didn't come back for the night. We're recouped. There was some talking behind each other's backs, potential plotting and warning. Of each other as everyone's getting used to the newest members of the party, Futnug and Andolus, and oh yes, they met Prince Damien. How could I forget that?
You mean Dante?
Venrus's Dante, my bad.
God
Dante. Prince Dante, Venrus's best friend. Quotation marks. So then the game ended with Jira having finished his breakfast, saying, "Let's fucking go," and just running out the door towards the Greyfollow estate. Because that's how I NPC play Jira Jaden, as yelling and running in a straight direction.
I mean,
wasn't he butt naked?
Was I butt naked?
No, you were just... your clothes were just not well put together.
Oh, okay.
You looked be disheveled. And you scarfed down a huge fistful of carbs and protein.
Okay, well, that sounds like me,
Say hi.
so let's go.
Oh, hey, look, there's Syndra.
Say hi.
The role of Kargan will be played by an adorable little girl tonight. Nobody will notice the difference.
Damn.
It's on the microphone.
I like that face. He's ready for a close-up. So, Here we are going to roll back into the swing of things here as we open back up into the game with the rest of the party tailing after a overzealous Chira running out the door, heading towards the Greyfollow estate. And the fact that I can't see Tasty right now, who is the newest member of our cast, Tasty Music,
Hello.
is kind of fitting because his character's not there yet. So it's really fitting to me that he's just a black screen on my monitor.
I just lost him too. What the fuck?
I hit
You probably hit
reconnect.
reconnect.
Or did you?
I'm gonna
never
hit it again
have
now.
him? You
Oh,
can't
no.
lose what you never had.
I'll be back in a
We're
sec.
also having a lot of weird video issues.
Just keep playing and you'll hear my voice
So-
eventually.
We waited for Cardigan unless he didn't show, and we got to listen to Chira talk about dragons pooping in his mouth.
You know
So-
what? No one ever needed to know that except for you guys. But I guess this is just happening now.
Did you wipe?
Them and myself, yes.
So as we come back into the game, everyone, the party is rushing off towards the Greyfollow estate. It is now I guess this is pretty much the dawn of the. Wow, this is really only the second day of the week-long extravaganza that is Magnus's magnificent matrimonial marriage, which
Did
is
the
a little
name
redundant.
change
I
since
know.
the last time?
Probably.
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
I'm just making sure.
It just grows.
Come on. You know how much of this I make up on the spot.
No, I
Um,
know. I just want to make sure, so it's something that I can make sure to forget about later.
You don't need help forgetting things.
Hey.
Fair.
So, as we come back into the game, you guys are heading out towards the Greyfollow estate, the great kind of crimson pyramid in Tim's Hold. I hope you have prepared your spells and abilities for going in to investigate to see what's happened here and to clear out any sort of problems or infestation that may be found. Being paid by Roy Longarrow to do so. A hefty sum of 50,000 gold should you complete this task.
That's a lot of money.
It is a lot of money.
Fuck,
But I
a lot of
don't
money.
care about money.
The voice. So, you guys now catch up with Chira, and you guys are arriving out in front of the Greyfollow estate, where you see a new shift of guards is maintaining the magical barrier around the estate. As some of you went and talked with the previous guards last night and learned a bunch of things. The scene looks relatively the same. Large red stone pyramid, one visible entrance at the front with a great set of double doors that are kind of cracked open, and a slew of about 8 dead bodies just laying out in front of the doors. I hope it was 8 because I don't remember how many I said
And-
last time.
Did
it's
Chira
all
make
news
it past
to
the
me.
guards?
What's that?
Did you get stopped by the guards, Chira, or what happened there? We
I
still
don't know.
chasing him down?
Did I get
No.
stopped by the guards? The shock?
Yeah, as you approach, the guards are like, hold up, this area's been quarantined.
Team? We're supposed to go in there and clear stuff and get money for it. Roy
All right.
Longarrow, it's a whole thing. Come on, guards, get out of the way.
Don't we have a
We're
paper?
professionals.
I show him the
Yes.
Go in
paper.
here.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. So you're the ones that the council has approved for going in to investigate. By all means, proceed with safety.
Yes.
you.
Before we all enter into that scary, creepy pyramid. Building
Oh yeah, you
there.
conjured an elemental.
Yeah. Just so you know, Cheer, when you were with your girly girl there, talk to my other girlfriend.
Okay. Your girlfriend?
It's complicated, but just so you know, there are gray followers still alive in there. So don't hack everything that you see that's alive.
Why do you think I need to be told this?
You're just gonna swing away anyway.
Yeah, seriously, Venrus, it's not like he's Lumalia, says Kargan. I had to. I just had to.
All right, and then with that, I guess I'll begin casting Conjure Elemental to make a water elemental.
I'm gonna approach the dead bodies in front of the door.
Okay, as you're conjuring your elemental and summoning the forces of water together, binding them into a, I don't want to say corporeal form, but, you know, a liquid blob that is shaped like a form. One moment. All right, better. Footnote goes up towards the bodies. As you walk through the barrier, you feel it's like a brief tingling feeling as you pass through it. And when you're inside there, you can no longer hear the outside sounds of the city outside the barrier. Like it's real quiet in there.
This is weird.
Okay.
You approach the bodies.
I want to see how they expired. I'm just gonna examine.
Give me a medicine roll.
Let's see. Six and 5. Look at that.
It looked like something really brutal happened to them.
All right.
There's blood everywhere, and their limbs are twisted in all sorts of different directions. The exact cause of death, fuck if you know.
Huh. Okay.
You would say that the most likely cause for their current state is the fact that they died.
Oh, but that's fucking very enlightening.
Really?
I mean,
I've never heard anything so amazing in my life.
I'm gonna kind of shoulder my shield a little bit, you know, put a little bit in front of me. All right. Ready to go? Who's first?
May I help? Let me throw something into that. That's a little better.
Oh, yes, actually. And Dolus looking over, you know, there is a lot of blood and the bodies are all twisted, but as you kind of like sort it through, you notice that they are, while they do exhibit a vast number of wounds that you can't identify, they all have a huge gaping hole right in the center of their chest.
Oh.
Oh,
And I
fuck.
didn't notice this.
It was
my
they're
roll.
covered in blood and gore and and their bodies are all twisted limbs. He kind of like rolls one over, like moves past
okay.
some of it. Like you just had a hard time getting past the general carnage of it
Yeah.
all.
Okay.
Okay.
He literally rolled twice what you did. I just wanna-
It's true.
To put in the terms, you rolled a 6. He rolled a 12. Aliens.
All right. I would like to do a. I want to track and see if there are any fiends, like if there's any like defining features of fiends going on here.
Are you using your like fiend tracking ability?
I have Hunter's Bane, and I can track Fae, fiends, and undead, and I get advantage on wisdom survival checks against that, and on intelligence checks to recall information about them if I find something out.
Okay, well then make your survival check to search for any signs of.
That
Is it demons, fae, or undead that you're searching for?
I'm doing fiends, so I would take demons.
Okay, fiends. Okay.
I probably should do undead because it's fucking Mr. Long Arrow, and we all know his proclivities.
I see my owlbear, so that's the thing.
I do know he proclaims.
That
God,
is.
is
what
your
it?
owlbear with you?
Yeah, I was riding on him.
What?
Shop at Gilmore's Glorious Good.
Oh shit. That is.
No, shop at Magnus's Magical Goods.
That's a 22.
Promo code Venrus for 15% off.
Yeah,
I got a
have to
20.
dispel magic that later.
I got a 22, 17 plus 5.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
You don't find any specific signs of demon or, you know, fiends, I should say. But you do notice that there is, like, coming from the bodies, there is, like, a trail of blood, like, drag marks on the ground going inward towards the house. From looking from the size, you would imagine that it was multiple different things, probably roughly around like the size of a house cat, just dragging against the ground.
Wait, something, a bunch of things the size of house cats was dragging something back to the house?
Whatever was like left these marks, like this blood trail,
Was
going
the size
in
of a
towards
house
the
cat?
door. Correct, and there was
Okay.
multiple of them.
Okay. Well, we got a bunch of little beasties, guys.
That's fine.
Have no idea what they are.
No, there are not
Do you
any
think-
tracks that you really recognize.
All right, so that's being. Was it shared that they have gaping holes in their chests?
Yes.
I
I definitely
I
said
mean,
this
I
to
would
the
think that we would be able to notice gaping
So-
holes in the chests of some dead things.
I would
There's a
say that,
lot of
course.
blood and gore.
Yeah.
So
a lot.
I'm
Just
gonna
lots
look
of
at one
bits.
body and see if maybe something came out of the chests
Like Alien.
and scurried in.
Give me a second medicine roll. Now that you
Oh boy,
kind
here
of
we
know
go.
what you're looking for.
Go.
I'll even say,
Oh God.
There's a hole in there?
you know, you've never been trained at like
Yep, it's
you
a
are
hole.
used to battlefield injuries and you know how to handle very big things, but like you're not trained in like forensics and identifying this stuff. You're like, that guy's dead.
Who would have guessed
Um,
our paladin wasn't trained in forensics?
He's not
Yeah.
wrong, he's a fighter.
Oh, sorry, our
Yeah.
fighter hasn't been trained in forensics.
He's a
I
battle
can't-
master at that.
Can I
apologize,
at
I'm
least
sorry, Putnug.
speak my idea?
Go.
It seems like, or I was thinking, based on what you have shared, that something came out of their chests and scurried back in, but I can't tell by looking at these wounds.
I mean, no, you can have that theory. You just don't have any. You don't see any evidence to further support it, but it's
Okay.
solely a theory you can come up with. You just can't like look at it and go, "Hey, look! By these marks,
Yeah.
you can
What-
tell." You're
right.
just like,
what?
"I think that happened."
What do you guys think?
I really don't think that we're gonna get much else outside of this building.
Can we please just go in and kill these things?
I was waiting for someone to go in front of me.
I am in a murdering mood.
All right, let's go.
Aggressive. I pat Indolus on the shoulder and just start walking in the house.
I
Attaboy.
am the murderer.
Evil must
I
be
just-
cleansed,
I-
gentlemen.
I need more Andolus sound bites in my life. I don't even remember what last week's was, but it was great. All right, so what order are you entering that?
I'm
the
first.
house? Okay.
I'll go next with the shield
Why aren't
Right.
you going first?
because you
'Cause you
said
said
you were
you
going
were-
first.
All right, I'm going first.
You volunteered.
Why
You want to get
push
behind the
ahead of
shield?
me?
There,
Don't you dare tell me what to do.
Mr. Sure Jaden.
This
Oh my
fucking
God.
guy.
Yeah, I'll go behind Futnug.
Come on, you're a half elf. He's a half orc. You have some common ground. All right, so you guys go.
Can we go shoulder to shoulder?
Yeah, it's double doors.
All right, I'll just hold his hand the whole way in.
Can we skip?
Yeah, can we please skip? Should I roll for skipping?
Roll for skipping.
I'm rolling. It is. What am I adding to this? Because
I
it's
don't know.
not impressive.
So what'd you get?
I got a 5.
Me
So
too.
did he.
We're
So
skipping
while
in
you
unison
guys-
at least.
So while you guys are not skipping arguably well or arguably aesthetically pleasing, you're in sync together and you're skipping both the same level of poorly together. To the sound
That's perfect.
of both of your fairly like, especially Futnug's like heavy armor and you and like your like chain like jink, 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 like it's like two of the Tin Man skipping together.
So I take it we'd fail any stealth rolls.
That's beautiful.
I mean, you are making more noise than if you were just walking. And you guys fling open the double doors and skip in side by side. I'm sorry, I was just visualizing this. Please, if anyone draws art from this episode,
Make
I
this
need
the end.
Chira and Buttnug skipping hand in hand. Just like last week, we needed Kargan in the confessional booth with Buttnug outside sprawled against it.
And then cut the
It was
commercial.
sad.
And then cut the commercial. All right. So as you guys come in there, instantly, you see that you're instantly met with a wall that branches into two hallways, one going left, one going right. There is this large, like engraved in sandstone, carven image of the Grey Follow like coat of arms, which is an owl in front of a crimson shield. Is that right? I slipped on that one. Tasty, you helped me design this. Yes. Okay. Tasty, give me the thumbs up. It's an owl in front of like a crimson background, and it's engraved into like the sandstone walls. And you see that the walls are lit with magically glowing torches, going left and right. Which way are you going to go?
Since I noticed the
blood-
tracks, yeah, I was
Yeah,
about to
they're
say,
going
since-
left. The blood
going
trail is
left?
going left. Mm-hmm.
All right,
What was our
Wow.
objective again? Was to clear out the house of all the danger?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever has gone
Yep.
on in here, cleared out for safety because they believe that the family is dead by whatever magical accident they caused, and it's inhabited by monsters.
All right, I get very serious and start doing some sort of hand motion in the direction of the tracks on the ground in a way that I would think they would understand that like we should be quiet and move this way. That there's tracks on the ground. Yeah, I'm doing the fucking bird thing
Try humping.
and
All right.
and pointing and doing. Yeah, that's the most important of all of
For
them.
those of you in podcast land, just
I'm-
really imagine all the
Make-
weirdest hand signals that I was
Incredulous
just
hand
making.
signals.
You know that
They're just
guy
fantastic.
who didn't know how to do sign language at that one funeral? That guy.
That's me.
All right. So you basically attempt to non-verbally communicate, hey, we're going this way, let's be quiet.
Yes.
Cool.
Well,
So
Head
then-
that way.
it's kind of hard to because of my owlbear, but regardless.
Fuck your owlbear.
Meanwhile,
Shop
Give a
Magnus
spell of
Mag-
silence.
Magical goods located in Ternog. Use promo code Venris for 15% off.
Is he still marketing? Oh man.
Fix
It
that.
repeats that on a loop.
I
Never
slap
ending.
Fenris and whisper, "Fix that."
It never ends. I'm just not going to continuously say it all the time, but it is.
This
Well-
hurts me as a person.
I will kill your owlbear if you don't fix this.
you're not gonna hurt Johnny.
I will fuck Johnny's world up if you don't fix this. Has he been doing this forever? Tell him
No.
to go home.
This is his home.
Take a
goddammit.
nap. Go do something. Go anywhere but this place here.
Just remember, Chur, in case you've forgotten, this is an owlbear skeleton that has been turned into a zombie and shaped to look like Venris, but in the shape of an owlbear.
So I'm talking to the Venris that looks like Venris in the shape of an owlbear the whole time.
He looks
I like
kinda
how you're
Quasimodo.
talking
And,
quietly
and real Venris
while he's
is
screaming
riding
out
on
his
its back.
And,
And
the
it's
water elementals
screaming-
behind me.
And it's screaming repeatedly, Venris's voice. Chop it, Magnus.
I
is
shove it
magni-
out the door and then I close the door.
Venus is out with it, or do you jump off?
No,
I don't care if
I'm
Fenris
still
is
on
on
him.
So okay, so Chiro shoves the owlbear with Venris on its back out the door and shuts the door behind him. Venris, you and your water elemental are now outside the building.
And my owlbear, yeah.
Yeah, you're on your owlbear's back.
All right,
You
I
never got
opened the
off.
door again.
I try to keep the door shut.
I'm gonna look down the left hallway with my shield up, just waiting for someone to come to the noise and the ruckus.
Are we going left or right?
We're going left.
I knock on the door. Hello.
I pull it open ever so slightly.
Is anyone
Anybody
there?
but owlbears welcome. Can you shut the fuck up of this stupid commercial that you have rolling with us?
Can you
Or at least
silence it or
send
something?
the Kargan chimes in, or at least send it down the opposite hallway we're walking.
You know
Yes,
what? That's a
please.
better idea than what I was planning on doing.
I like that idea.
I don't mind chopping up because Kargan is typically the voice of reason of the group. So
I've never missed him more than this moment right now.
Johnny is like a son to me. He's not going to leave my side, but he will be in my shirt as I send him into my robes.
So
thank
yeah, you watch the Venrus owlbear like get sucked into his robe and plop land on his feet on the ground.
Why didn't you do this from the beginning?
He's lazy.
But it's
He
my
didn't want to
owlbear.
walk.
You're loud as fuck, Owlbear.
I-
This is a...
I can't ride a water elemental. That's just silly.
You're just not trying hard enough.
Venrus casts summon slip and slide.
Can I please come in?
Yes, let's get moving.
Yes,
please.
because you asked nicely. And I let him in the
Futnug,
door.
while you are paying attention down the hallway, can you give me a perception check since you're taking
Sure.
this seriously?
Ooh,
Oh,
look at that.
shit.
In the
How is it
distance,
that you crit that, but you couldn't do anything otherwise?
I'm really bad at medicine, apparently.
But you can
He has
see,
a very
you
specific
can
set
see
of
the wind.
skills.
yeah, half-orc night vision.
He relies on too much magic to heal stuff. He hasn't actually. Oh no, wait, you're not a paladin. Never mind.
no.
I've learned to tune
Look,
out
look,
Venus's
look.
voice, hence his owlbear's voice. So I can focus.
It's
Yeah,
reincarnated.
I just picture Futnug like looking back there, arguing at the door. He looks down the hallway, puts his shield up, takes a deep breath, and enters his happy place, like mentally and spiritually. Opens
Like a
his
happy
eyes
Gilmore.
calmly and no longer hears them. And then suddenly, with perfect clarity and peace of mind, hears the sound of crashing and like scraping and noises and the sounds of running feet coming from further down that hallway. But it sounds like it's moving further away from you.
All right, who is talking right now in our party? While I hear
That would
this?
be Chira and Venrus.
All right, I'm gonna
arguing
kind of
with each-
like smack with the back of my hand. Shh! Something's running away from us.
I
Down this
immediately
hallway
wanna
here.
Try and track it.
Let's go. I'm gonna start moving.
Okay.
Ow! All right.
Crouch, shield in front of me, kind of moving along at a brisk rate with trying to keep pace with Chira as he tracks.
Okay. Chira, give me a survival roll.
Hold on. That is an 18 plus 5. That's a 23.
Okay. So you begin looking for tracks, anything that you can to follow this noise. And you now that he's pointing that out to you, you guys can kind of hear it in the distance that there's some sort of like ruckus and running feet, and even the occasional sound of like almost like an explosion. And as you start like moving down this hallway, you're following these tracks, and you come across this little like scorched thing on the ground. It's about roughly the size of a house cat. It is completely scaly and slimy and has no real visible legs. And is mostly a large head with two slitted eyes and a very large mouth. Beyond that, it just kind of like dovetails the rest of its body downward into like a long tail. And it looks like it was just skirting across the ground and something has scorched it to death.
It's dead?
Yes.
Does it smell tasty?
It does not smell tasty at all.
Okay, all right.
It
So
is
it's
one of
cooked,
the
so.
least appetizing things you've ever smelled.
It's pretty bad.
Anyone could attempt an Arcana roll to identify this thing.
I would love to do that.
Yeah, sure.
No.
Hmm.
Yeah, you've never seen one of those before.
I got a 12.
15 plus
Wow.
9 is 24.
You're not familiar incredibly with these creatures, but you have read about them, Venrus. And this seems to resemble the tadpole form of a slod.
Slod.
Flawed are kind of an aberration, almost like amphibious-looking creatures that are. Their origins are not really well known, but they typically come from like sources of arcane, and there are various different forms of them. And they come in different colors, shapes, and sizes. But a good number of them are known to just basically plant their seed inside of a body. And after about a certain time of gestation, they burst out of a creature in this form of a tadpole before they seek out food and grow into something
So
larger.
essentially like the movie from Alien. All right.
Except for
I was on the right track.
intelligent, and once they grow, are known to have magical powers.
Is Chiro smacking this thing
Didn't
with
mean to
his
do
sword?
that. Didn't mean to do that.
Okay.
That was complete accident.
yes.
I can't
I
read
just wonder
this.
which great sword it is.
I can't read what's on here and wait, all right, there it is. Cool. I got it covered. We're good. I do pull my greatsword out though.
You know that these creatures are not wild. You don't remember reading anything about them being inherently evil, but they are known to being vicious and highly intelligent once they have grown.
And they're fire-based?
No,
No, this was just burned.
they come in. This one looks like
Parasitic.
yeah. In fact, it looks almost like amphibious. Like it would normally have kind of like a slimy, like almost frog-like exterior.
Weird. All right.
You also know that they are typically what you've read is that they tend to be resistant to magic.
Is this thing burned
Figures.
on one particular side, or is it just completely like incinerated?
Completely like
It's dead.
charred tadpole.
Can I check to see if there's anything that's going to shoot fire at us in the room?
Give me an investigation check as you're down this hallway.
That is an 18 plus 0, so it's an 18.
You don't find anything in here that looks like it, but what you do find investigating, you're checking like the floor for traps, is you do find in the blood of this trip, because there's still more trails going onward, you find a footprint, a pair of footprints in the blood, of a slightly small like foot in a boot. That looks like it was facing this direction, then backing away, and then running.
Fresh blood. Fresh prints?
The footprints are fresh in the blood.
Something burned these.
Right.
I think we should follow this footprint.
I'd say that's pretty fair.
All right. I just at this point, I'm gonna just activate my Crimson Right on my sword, and it's going to burst into flame.
Yeah, this one I'm going to have the
All right.
water elemental in front of me. Just nothing tries to hit me.
I'll proceed in the front. Shield up.
Water
A
elemental.
warhammer. Other hand.
All right. As you guys begin proceeding forward, the continue down this hallway, and it's odd because you've been walking down this hallway for I don't know 10 minutes now, and you've not seen a single door bend in the hallway.
10-minute hallway.
Yeah.
So
That's
we
the
realize
worst
this.
hallway.
Wow.
If I turn around, do I notice that? Have
Who
we
realized
gone
this
anywhere?
first? Yeah.
Everybody, give me an intelligence saving throw.
Oh boy.
Fuck.
I'm good at those. All right.
Oh no.
Did you not one?
Yeah, that
Ooh.
one.
Look at
you know
that.
what? I'm gonna luck it. You know what? I'm not gonna luck it. Fuck it. I don't even care.
Ah, you're a poet.
Oh, that's a rhyme.
8 plus 9 is 17.
Okay,
I got
so
a
Venice, you
13.
you kind of stop. Everyone's like kind of stops and looks around, and it looks like you kind of get this sense of vertigo, and you shake your head, and you suddenly realize that you've moved no further than 20 feet from the intersection of the hallway that you first walked into.
Crap.
The rest of the party has not realized it yet, and are still, for lack of better words, walking in place.
I mean, they're literally just walking. Okay.
Yeah, they're walking, but they're not going anywhere.
I slap on Dolus as hard as I can, which is like as a toddler slap probably.
It's a wet towel.
What is your strength? I would like to see this rolled out.
It's actually 10, but
Oh well.
So
Well, yeah, you got 3, so that's okay. All right.
Feels like
this is like when he punched the smuggler for 1 damage.
And it was a natural 22.
Did you just tickle
So
the back
does-
of Andolus's
with
like
that roll-
nape?
Does Indolus have to roll a perception check to see if he was hit?
Doesn't even know.
Can I?
You know, yeah,
Sounds
let's go for it.
hilarious.
Let's go for it. Let's see
Perception.
if,
Please
yeah,
do
if
it.
you roll too low, you're not even aware that he hit you. So you actually think you accidentally bump into Venris, and immediately start to apologize for bumping into him because you thought you were walking clear out of his way.
Oh, I'm sorry, my friend. Are you okay?
Guys, you guys all look like a marching band just standing in place there.
I have no idea what you're talking about. This is just the longest hallway that's ever existed.
Does my attention to this break it? For me, at least.
Once Venris has pointed this out, you all get a secondary saving throw with advantage.
Gosh, well,
How do I roll with advantage? Just click
Just
it.
roll it. Already, just click it. It already rolls twice.
Oh,
Oh yes. So
Yep.
with advantage, you got a 20.
what is this?
Nice.
Is this in?
And yeah.
That's a 14.
Nice.
Okay. So yeah, no, fun. Like you shake your head and realize that you've only moved like 10 feet, 20 feet max. But you've been walking in place for 10 minutes. And Dolus, you realize the same thing. Chira, no, you still think it's just a really long hallway.
Guys, this is such a fucking long hallway. The people here have to be in
Sprinting in
such
place.
great shape at having to walk this far every
All
time.
right, I'm
But
gonna
then
put my
you-
hand on
then-
Chira's shoulder and say, "Slow down, slow down." I'm trying to keep up with you. All right, let's stop for a moment.
But we have to get to the end of this hallway.
We
We're not
will.
gonna
We
get
will.
to
Let's
the end
just
if we
let's just
stay
pause
still.
for now.
This is why I love you, Chira, because you will roleplay this to the end.
Sir,
with
this
everyone-
hallway is going on and we are standing still. What is the point of this?
So, Chira, when you stop and you look back, something like everything looks really kind of distorted as like Futnug is like holding your shoulder and you're trying to walk forward.
Guys,
And
something isn't right in here.
With this disruption, and something kind of comes through as they physically force you to, and you recognize, wait, you've only moved like 10 feet and you've been stuck in an illusion.
Okay.
Try to shake it off.
Yeah. I fucking hate this house. Can we just burn it down?
All right, so I'm gonna look at Venris. Caster guy, what happened? How do we get past this?
I don't know.
What's going
Glorious
on?
DM. Does this thing reactivate again, or have we solved your puzzle?
Once, how illusions typically work is once you break through the illusion, you're no longer subject to it.
Yeah.
Can I start walking
So-
down the hallway again yet?
Yes.
I just start walking down the hallway again.
Okay. Now you guys.
And I'm still
back.
He was
following the
fucking
tracks.
with you. You're once again trapped in the illusion.
I'm gonna try to keep note of the stones, the structure of the floor, just to make sure we're actually moving this time. See if I notice
Okay.
any repetition.
Give me a perception check. Okay. So you begin purposefully keeping like a mental note, like looking for things like a scuff mark, like counting the spaces on the tiles, all those little things to try and to see if you notice any patterns start to repeat too much
Okay.
as you begin going forward. You guys continue forward down the hallway, and now you move like another 30 feet, and it comes to a large, ornate double door. Somehow you're like, wait, how did I not see this before? Wasn't that far away. And this door is ornate and made of it actually looks like it's made of white marble. And has intricate runes and the symbol of the Greyfall is engraved onto it. And the blood trail leads to this door.
Can I
What?
look to see if I recognize anything that the runes might say?
Yeah, give me an Arcana check.
Actually, I think Venris would do that.
Know
too.
what?
Yeah.
Fuck, that's a nat one again.
Oh wow.
Oh, this is just not my night.
I rolled a natural one too, so.
Oh,
Wow.
Okay,
While they're doing that,
I got this.
I'm gonna see if I can see scuff marks on the ground for the door opening
Hey.
either in or out.
shit.
That
You
thing.
are our fucking messiah, sir.
I am the
Thank
bringer
Druid
of truth.
What
Jesus.
religion do you believe in? Because I'm converting.
I worship water. If you'd like to come join.
I
not
start
sure- I mean,
immediately
he's-
drinking Venrus's elemental.
He just pulls out
Like
a
a
big
straw.
straw and just starts slurping on it.
I know he doesn't
Give
look
me your
it, but he,
wisdom.
I know he doesn't look it, but he is Jewish. Indolus is a Jewish princess.
Thank you.
Little Spaceballs reference from all of you.
I am a beautiful Jewish princess.
Oh, man, oh, God, that's
That's great.
gonna be another character.
That's a
Jewish
good old
princess. Anyway.
reference.
Yeah, well, you know, Mel Brooks is timeless. Moving on. Yeah, no, you guys, Chira Venrus, you're just like, oh, this is just fanciful scroll work. Doesn't mean anything. Indolus, you look over and reading and you realize that with these runes and these gravings are basically it's like a set. It's almost like a warding spell that basically speaks out anyone that does not contain the Greyfollow bloodline that proceeds through these doors will be at risk.
At risk
Huh.
I start to open the door.
of high cholesterol or Chiro, wait. There's a warding spell here.
I don't read anything. What's it say?
If you're not of Greyfollow blood, you could be in danger of going through that door. And more than just fight it off danger.
I'm looking around the door for anything that looks like a trap.
Give me an investigation
After
roll.
he says that, just kind of like a little wary.
I just give him a look like you really think I can't fight it off. I can fight anything off, sir.
Can I? Can I use Dispel Magic on this?
God
can
damn it, I
you
was
can
gonna do that. Alright,
Attempt
whatever.
to.
Well, you know what? If you could read as well as I can, or you
Boy,
read
this-
better
I
than
think
me, I guess.
might be one of the first times we've used this spell magic in 5th edition, but you're gonna let's see here.
You
So
know
I
what?
make
You're gonna make an ability check using your spellcasting modifier.
If it's 3rd level or lower, yeah. Or higher.
Yes.
Okay, so I use
Wisdom.
what's-
It's basically just going to be a d20 plus wisdom,
Oh, okay.
just straight up.
So I can just use this.
Well, you don't get your proficiency bonus to it as a saving throw. So,
Oh, I clicked my saving throw.
so yeah. But actually, where you go on your, there is a way to get on your character sheet. I'm just going to do that, and we'll let that roll go for the sake of tutorial for you. You can just roll a straight wisdom check. Where is that at?
Above the ability modifier, if you click the text.
Yeah, like if I click this.
Oh yeah. If you just click wisdom. Okay.
Womp womp.
Bum bum.
Can we just subtract 4 from the original one?
I mean, it wouldn't
It's
make
still
much
not-
of a
yeah.
difference.
It's still not great.
So
Oops.
you start back there and you reach out and begin and you cast dispel magic upon it, but you feel that your magic wasn't powerful enough to break the spell.
Venrus, a hand, please.
Oh, what? You need my help?
I don't want you standing there like an ignorant lump. You know how to do this. Help.
Well, since you asked so nicely.
As soon as he
shut
starts
up.
casting, I start drinking the water elemental again.
I just hand you a straw.
Is it salt water?
No, it's a Dasani elemental.
Oh, this is so refreshing.
Like
So
swirls
it's
of the logo
overly
keep
priced
showing
and
up.
not as refreshing as you thought it would be.
not a Fiji elemental?
No.
So I just added my intelligence this time. All right. That's a 6 plus 5, but I'm gonna use luck for this one again.
Oh.
That's better. 15 plus 5, 20.
Okay,
Nice.
you're able to like concentrate. You approach it. You're like, I'm gonna show him. I'm gonna be useful. And you also recognize, like, oh, he's not bad at magic. I better, like, actually try here. So you come into it, like, ready. And
I do some stretching.
you do some magical stretching.
What does that even look like?
It's me casting Mage Hand, essentially.
You know the warm up that he did before we actually started.
That's exactly what it was. If I fucking see him doing that, I slap him. I don't even care. I'll slap him with my sword.
You're able to suppress the magic ability on there. You find the enchantment that's laid in there that is sent to detect the blood of whoever enters and trigger whatever magical defense lies within, and you shut it down. You know that this is probably not like a true permanent thing, but it's suppressed for a good while.
Okay.
Is there any visual cues for the rest of us, or we just have no idea what's going on?
There
Like,
is
do we
no,
hear the
there-
generator
there-
going? Doo?
No, there is no
Photon lasers
visual.
going down.
I mean, I guess there would be some like kind of almost like, Doctor Strange has magical lights going on, as you see him like tracing the air and forming stuff, and then he's like pulls at this thread and it kind of like snaps. So you can kind of visibly see him manipulating as he like draws the magic out and cuts it off. As you watch him magically dismantle this defense upon the door.
Voila.
Are we good?
I
I
think we
kicked
should
the
be
door
okay.
in.
Doesn't even wait. Like, fuck it.
You kick the door closed because you just started to open it. It's a pull door.
Confused me for a second, but I finally got what's going on.
He started to pull the door open, and Andola stopped him. So the door was just like barely cracked, and then he kicked the door closed.
Oh, Christ.
I push Indolus out of the way and I start opening the door.
Your
You
parents
open
must
the
be
door.
so proud, you beautiful creature.
You open the door, and instantly, it's fucking cold in here. Like, freezing level almost temperatures.
Yeah.
I'd say like it's. In fact, you even like you see your breath. The
I have
walls
a
look like they have a
flaming
bit
sword. I am not afraid of the cold. I just hold that sword a little bit closer.
of. And what you do is instantly the scene that you see before you is kind of a fascinating one. You see this another one of those little creatures, unburnt, little slimy thing, but frozen in place, crawling like it was in mid crawl. Before it, you see a large, 9 foot tall, bulky, completely frozen, like kind of frog-like creature with these huge, long claws in front of it, like frozen in place with its outreach, like it was reaching to slash at something.
Is it slashing at the little critter, or is it
No,
slashing
it's
at something
passed
else?
in front of the little critter. You see some more like knocked over, like burnt bodies of these tiny little things, and then at the back of the room, this looks like it was like actually like some sort of like sitting room or study area, because there's some bookshelves, but everything looks coast and frost. You see a female figure in a long cloak, dressed in nice clothes, also like frozen in place, hands up as if like warding something off. And slowly, you begin to notice. You almost hear like a cracking sound.
I
as
just immediately smash the big guy.
roll. Give me an attack damage.
All right.
Roll an
no.
attack. It's not moving, so it's gonna be an automatic crit.
That is a 16 plus. Oh, wait, what is that? What is my fucking attack now? You know what? I'm just gonna click this because. Oh God, I can't. Wait.
You broke it.
All right, I guess that's an 11.
Because things are mobile, basically, you go ahead and just roll damage because this is
Oh,
an
that's the
automatic
best
crit
thing I've ever heard in my whole life.
because it's currently immobile.
5, 6, 7, and all right. That is 6 damage of necrotic, 2 of fire, and 7 slashing.
Don't forget to roll double the dice.
All right, I'll roll them all again then, and
Yeah.
we'll have some more fun. That is. I didn't keep in mind what I just rolled.
2, 6, and 7.
16.
2, 6, and
2,
7.
6, and 7.
All right, 2,
Yeah.
6, and 7. Add another 6, another 9 slashing, another 4 fire, and another 1 necrotic.
Okay.
29.
Total.
And your strength modifier
Oh, I didn't even include that for either of them.
and the
that's
bonus. And which sword are you using? Oh, you're using the
my
Nagarian
great
sword.
which is why my Nagarian sword, which is why I
and
got
it
that
adds
necrotic.
okay, so yeah, you just
That's another plus
man,
6.
and this whole thing just shatters into like broken shards of ice. And as you do, you've been watching as the walls are like defrosting. It's like you hear like the cracking sound as everything in the room is starting to return to like a normal temperature, more and more rapidly.
I would like to
and
yell
then-
out, "Kill the little monsters, quick!"
I don't know if that's. a
How
good
many
idea.
are there in here?
3.
Oh, well, that's nothing.
Are any of them huddled up in one spot?
I mean, yeah, 2 of them are. It's
That's
not
a
that
strange
big of a
question.
room.
Oh, like 20-foot room?
Don't do
Maybe
this,
30
Phil.
foot. Maybe 30 foot.
Oh, no.
Is there anyone near me?
You could easily get to them. It's not that big of a room. If you guys want to
Is
run
he
up
coming
and
at
basically
us?
stomp,
No,
it's
they're-
frozen.
they're
It's
frozen
not.
still.
If you
Oh,
guys just basically
before they
want to
thaw.
just run up and stomp these things, you can. Like
Stomp
you
them
have
to
that
death, quick.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll hammer one. Smash.
All right, so you guys smash these things, and actually the ice further receding until last gets to this female figure, and as it begins to like go up and defrost this figure, you see before you a tiefling female in very nice clothing and a robe, basically become defrosted before you. Veritas Verity, last thing you remembered was your family working on this ritual in an attempt to and grow some of harness some more of your magical powers because they've been a bit unreliable and not very strong. And then something went a little haywire, and you watched a lot of your family die or mutate right in front of you, and you were being chased by this large red creature with talons through the halls. You ran into this room, and then when the creatures entered it activated the magical defenses, and you felt yourself getting frozen with the creatures. You had your hands up. You're still trying to grasp the new powers that you have felt yourself grow since the ritual. And now suddenly you're coming to, and there's this group of strangers right in front of you. That are you see smashing and stepping on, squishing those monsters that were chasing you.
Well, I should ask why you're in my family's household.
I don't think you should be asking us anything. We just killed these monsters, which are clearly about to fuck you up.
Yeah, you're welcome, by the way.
Thank you for that. I'm sure a moving frozen target was so difficult to hit.
I like her already.
I'm sorry if I'm a little off kilter. My name is Veritas.
Well
Got
met,
out.
Amandalus Wavecrest.
Pleasure's all mine, I'm sure.
Tira and Venrus just sit there silently.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Who the fuck? Why should I fucking announce who the hell I am? You should know. You should know.
Don't you know
How
who the hell
dare
I
you.
am?
How dare you?
I am the one who's gonna pierce the heavens.
Go team Tira Logan.
Oh gosh.
Row, kill everything that moves.
Not to be rude, but again, why are you in my household, my family's household?
Why is your household fucked by monsters?
Well,
You may not be completely aware, but this place is quarantined from the city. Everything's gone to shit.
We're paid to clear this bitch out.
and
And
you've
I
had
say that with the utmost respect toward you, milady.
well. Thank you. Have you come across anyone else in the household?
You're the first person we've run into. We followed whatever tracks we could to this room, and you're the first living things we've seen in this place.
There are 8 dead bodies out there that I was contemplating animating, but
Rude.
Okay, would I know about his particular tick, especially being in the city for the past 2 years?
I've never announced my name. But do I look familiar to you?
Actually, I would
did.
say that you two have probably met
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
at some point.
At
being,
wizard school.
I mean, they're from 2 of the most prestigious noble families in Timshold.
They
so,
met at the Tim's Hold debutante ball where they both
More
were wearing
or
beautiful
less.
dresses. And
yes.
I'm
Venrus is
Slytherin, he's
very
Gryffindor.
jealous.
I'm Ravenclaw, if anything.
Don't lie to us, you fucking Hufflepuff.
I'm Hufflepuff. She is Ravenclaw. Different.
That sounds about right.
Well, thank you for coming in, Venrus.
So you-
It's a pleasure to see you again.
Likewise, as I give her a half-hearted wink.
Still as charming as always, I
you
see.
recognize Venus, her as Veritas or Verity.
Verity,
for
okay, that's a
short.
better name I'm gonna go by.
Verity was the
That's-
nickname that people commonly called her of the Greyfollow family. The youngest member of the Greyfollows, who you remember not showing much in the way of prodigious magical talent at the time.
Okay.
Though the family was quite proud because of the tiefling features, which they claimed was proof that magic flowed strongly in her veins, because that's not something that all of the family had. It would seem to be sort of almost a random pop-up. Verity, you remember that Venrus is an obnoxious little shit.
The black sheep of the family.
And
you're the black sheep of
was
Vestralon.
often showed up to the big noble social gatherings with his father, and then left in the corner as his father didn't want to really deal with him the rest of the evening.
Oh,
I mean,
I feel bad now. I feel like I could have been way better friends with your dad.
Because your family and the Long Arrows and Greyfollows never were antagonistic to each other, but to call them friends would still be a bit of a stretch, because the Long Arrows love to delve into politics, and the Greyfollows could give 2 shits less. They just want to be left alone to do their magic.
So it's not the greatest of situations, but
Apparently not.
Verity, was it? If you would like, you can
My
join
friends
us
can
and-
call me that. Unfortunately, it's a little early, I'd say.
Verity
yes,
it is
of course.
then.
Well,
You're
this-
just as I remember.
this Veritas. If you would like to join us, you can point
Verity
out the
Veritas.
things we can kill and maybe shouldn't.
Well, if you've been sent in here by the city,
Well, it's more Venrus's dad than the city.
Yeah, I show him, I guess, the contract.
Well, because Venrus' dad is on the council.
Right.
Venrus's
So,
dad
is
on
the
behalf
city.
of the city.
is the council.
Fuck.
I mean, he doesn't officially own half the city, but anyways.
May as well.
Fair enough.
I'm just going to glance around while they're all talking to make sure that there's nothing else thawing out in this room.
Give me a perception check.
Man, Futnug being ready and prepared and stuff.
He's a professional, okay?
He's on it.
Unlike you
not
guys.
professional enough.
Not perceptive professional, but
I mean, just he's trained to look. Doesn't mean he's actually
This
saying
this
anything.
politics talk, his eyes start to glaze over. He looks into space. His brain starts to die before our eyes.
His
We're not
eyes
prepared.
glaze. His eyes become covered in glaze like the donut that he's imagining. He was a beat cop essentially. No.
Can I, in quickly scanning over, how much autonomy does my house, still have within the city? Or is it kind of just like assume that we're all dead?
I mean, if there's people that the council sent in to clean it out, it means that the town has more or less officially declared and assumed your family dead.
Everything seems to be in order.
So, you know,
I'll-
proving yourself to be alive might be tricky.
I'll make a deal. How about I help you through the rest of this house? I assume you've run into some troubles with the house's enchantments already.
We really just run into a door that wasn't even that big of a deal, other than me closing it while somebody else was trying to open it.
I mean, we walked down the same hallway for like 10 minutes. It was kind of obnoxious, Kargan
I
says.
don't even remember that happening.
I see the memory spell's working as well. So I'll help you through the house. You'll
One
not
moment.
break too many things, I hope. And I'll let you do whatever, take whatever you want from here. Just help me get out of this place. And help me once we're out.
Where do we go from here?
We can get you out really easy and just finish clearing the rest of the place without you.
There's
Have you been good? Like outside of that?
the reason this whole thing happened was as a result of a
Oh, this is the
The monsters are coming!
monsters are coming!
Ah!
I mean, I know Andolus's roommate. He is a monster.
Part of the reason
Need
why
some water or something?
these
He's talking to Fenris about that.
Oh, here's a trap too, Andolus.
I just say right downstairs and out of cave.
Oh, God.
This is the best thing. This is
If you
the
need
best.
something, let me know.
Can we? Wait.
I'm tapping my
Oh.
foot impatiently.
Oh, wait for it. Wait for it.
Wait for it.
Oh,
Is Spice dying back there or something? Because I heard what sounded oddly like the death cry of an elephant, but I think that might have just been him blowing his nose.
No, he was vomiting.
Oh, okay.
They were projectile things that came out of him, but he's okay.
I don't, as much as I would like to get out of this house. Yes, I know it's a gruesome scene inside.
How
I
many
can hardly hold my
times am
stomach
I
as
gonna
well.
record some sort of media that someone's gonna vomit on or around the recording?
Oh, it's so
okay?
beautiful.
It's bound to happen eventually.
Like, this is the third, fourth time?
Oh,
We better go check on your
God.
buddy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So I say, now's a good time for a short break.
I agree with that. Yeah. I'll go back to talking. Oh, jeez.
We'll take a short break so we can, make
Make
where
sure
we're
our
gonna
friends
clip
are
the
alive.
vomiting sound out of the. we'll just remove that.
Oh, I love this. I love the fact that this is going to go away forever and no one will ever know.
Oh, God, look at this. Oh. So yeah, refill your drinks. Make sure your roommates aren't dying from vomiting.
Yeah. I'm gonna get some water real quick.
Oh, hot.
Oh. Spice his roommate is an old friend of mine, and